To me in life, there's a lot of battles, right? Lots of different battles in life. And you could be engaged in any one of these battles. You can have the friendship battles. You could have the money battles. We can all relate to that, right? You could have battles within the educational system. You know, the battle of trying to get a degree, a college certificate, etc. You could have family battles, and obviously family battles can be multifarious. You could have, you know, job battles. Maybe you're not getting on with your colleagues, or maybe you're having a battle with your manager or senior management. And you can have business battles, and they can be the worst. Maybe you're an entrepreneur who's struggling to make ends meet. And all these battles, they all have their own like little nuances. So, for example, every job battle is not the same. Every family battle is not the same. So, you know, one family, there could be an issue with the mother, or another family, it could be an issue with the brothers, sisters, etc. And right now, I feel like I'm having a battle with capitalism. And I've used the word capitalism as opposed to business for a reason. But more importantly, I have a battle with my mental health. Dyspraxia and mental health, the struggle intensifies. So this is like a letter to myself, because sometimes I feel like my mental health is declining. Yeah, definitely sometimes I feel like my mental health has been declining. So this is like a letter, because I need solutions, and I guess we all need solutions. And the funny thing is, objectively, so many people have it much worse than I do. And unfortunately, I can't get into specifics right now. I just can't do that. That would not be a smart thing to do. But maybe in another video, I can be more specific. And it's almost like, it's like this dyspraxia thing, because I have dyspraxia and suspected autism. It's like this dyspraxia thing, in this context, it just makes it worse. It adds another layer. It adds another layer of confusion. So let me try and paint a picture, because it's like I can see the darkness coming. I can see it coming. But I feel like at the moment that I just can't do anything to stop it. But I'm just saying that I'm upset, but so many people are in a worse situation. But you know what? I've realized that all of us, or most of us, are just one bad decision away from being broke. So you could have like 100 grand or 100 bags in your account, or £1 million in your account, but you're one bad decision, one bad business decision, and it's all gone. It's just all gone. And I feel like dyspraxia can make your mental health worse. And it's funny, right? Because I can't even qualify that position, but I just feel like it can make it worse. And I feel like me and dyspraxia have been having like this really, really intense battle. But you know what? Let me pivot. What's the solution? Well, sometimes the solution might just be doing whatever keeps you sane, or try and find something that makes you happy, and then consistently doing that. And you know what? I actually spoke, I don't want to talk about the context, but I spoke to a mental health specialist the other day. I spoke to them, had a conversation. And as you could imagine, we had a friendly conversation. And the one thing I remembered about that conversation is they came up with a potential solution. And they said to me, come up with a gratitude list. And they actually said, tell yourself 20 things. So tell yourself 20 things that you're grateful for. So considering this, I've decided to sit down and have a think. And here is my current list. So these are the things that I'm grateful for. So number one, I'm grateful for my mother, for her unconditional love, strength, and guidance. I appreciate her every day. Number two, I'm grateful for my social enterprise, the fact that I can make a positive impact and empower specifically neurodivergent people. Of course, I'm grateful for my partner, for the companionship and the emotional support. Number four, I'm grateful that in one sense I have a clear purpose, and part of that purpose is linked to my social enterprise, and that gives me direction and it fuels my motivation. I'm also, number 5, I'm grateful for my job coach, and he's currently supporting me in a variety of ways, and that support is really essential. Number 6, I'm grateful for the opportunities to grow and evolve and contribute. And even though that times are hard in Britain, there's still opportunities, in particular business opportunities. Number 7, I'm grateful for good health, because obviously physical health is the foundation of everything. Number 8, I'm grateful for a place to live, shelter, warmth, peace, etc. Number 9, I'm grateful for my friends, and a lot of them, they inspire, they uplift, and they understand, and they listen. Number 10, I'm grateful to the access to education and knowledge, because fundamentally this is the power to learn and to grow. Number 11, the ability to help others. And that to me is really important. And for me, the ability to help others is through my social enterprise. Number 12, moments of laughter. That really lightens the spirit. Dragon's Den, that's really been making me laugh a lot recently. Number 13, the lessons from hard times. The lessons from hard times. Because even though hard times can make us feel sad, they can build resilience and they can build wisdom. Number 14, I'm grateful for nature, for grounding, perspective, and for beauty. Number 15, creativity and self-expression. For someone with dyspraxia, I think that's a massive thing, and creativity has always been a part of my life. Number 16, I'm grateful for the freedom to make choices in life, work, and relationships. And, we can all take this for granted. Number 17, a supportive community, or I should say, supportive people within the community. Number 18, inner growth and healing. So it's that progress that often goes unseen, but you feel it deeply. And I feel like making this video is actually part of that. And number 19, technology, because technology, for all its downsides, it has the ability to connect, to empower, and to enable. And then the final one is the spiritual connection. So that whole thing of bringing deeper peace and deep trust in your journey. And I'm actually going to add another one. So we're going to add 21, and that's a new day. And a new day is a sunrise, or you see a sunrise, which is an opportunity. It's a chance to start afresh. So that's my gratitude list. It's supposed to be 20 things, but it's 21 things. And I think it's important to have a gratitude list, especially when you're going through it or you're having some difficulties. And I have to remind myself to try and be grateful. I'm thinking maybe I should say this every morning to make it part of my routine. Just recite it every morning so it becomes like a part of me. Anyway, I'm going to pivot. And I'm going to talk about, before we go into the final section of this video, I'm just going to talk about my book, Neurodiverse Voices. Now, this book, right, called Neurodiverse Voices, is a collaboration. It's not just of myself, but it's also of different neurodivergent artists. And these neurodivergent artists, which are neurodivergent contributors, they've helped me put this book together. So effectively, and what was the purpose of this book was to build a neurodiverse product, but more importantly, to build it, for it to be built by neurodiverse people. And if you're intrigued about this, there's actually a free sample. There'll be a free sample in the comments, and there'll be a free sample in the description box. Anyway, let me pivot back to this mental health stuff and dyspraxia. And I guess, to me in life, there's a lot of battles, right? Lots of different battles in life. And you could be engaged in any one of these battles. You can have the friendship battles. You could have the money battles. We can all relate to that, right? You could have battles within the educational system. The battle of trying to get a degree, a college certificate, etc. You could have family battles. And obviously family battles can be multifarious. You could have job battles. Maybe you're not getting on with your colleagues, or maybe you're having a battle with your manager or senior management. And you can have business battles, and they can be the worst. Maybe you're an entrepreneur who's struggling to make ends meet. And all these battles, they all have their own like little nuances. So, for example, every job battle is not the same. Every family battle is not the same. So, one family, there could be an issue with the mother, or another family, it could be an issue with the brothers, sisters, etc. And right now, I feel like I'm having a battle with capitalism. And I've used the word capitalism as opposed to business for a reason. But more importantly, I have a battle with my mental health. And you know what? Obviously, I got this dyspraxia thing going on. And I feel like sometimes dyspraxia is like, sometimes it's my friend, but then at other times, it feels like it's my enemy. And you know what? I feel like I'm in a point in my life where I'm trying to open a new door. I'm trying to open a new door, figuratively speaking, to a new house. Or maybe I'm just trying to find a new house, figuratively speaking. Now, kind of gone everywhere with this video, but if there's a message to the video, to this particular video, it would be the following. The first lesson is that life is a struggle. Life is definitely a struggle. And the second message is to look after yourself. And in looking after yourself, prioritize your mental health, because it's extremely important. Now, if you want to watch more videos on dyspraxia, click here or click here. And if you want to see what we're up to, or you want to get the free sample, then check the links in the description box.